It has been 1 year since Michigan reformed its no-fault auto insurance laws. They're designed to save people money on car insurance and led to $400 checks to Michigan car owners. However, many say they were unintended consequences of the reform, and that stripped accident survivors of their care. 13 on your side's Elena Holland tells us how many are still fighting for a fix. Elena.
Well, Juliet, a lot of people, and for people who survived auto accidents prior to the reform, they expected the level of care their insurance provided, and they paid into for years. However, there were two major issues with the change: a fee schedule on rehab clinics and a reimbursement cap and limit on paid in-home care hours.
We went from being cared for to being a plague.
Melissa Springsteen, a crash survivor, enjoys spending the day at the lake with her sons.
Yeah.
But a day like this would not be possible without her caregivers.
I can't get out of bed. I can't empty. I can't empty my bladder. I can't take a shower.
Since last July, when the auto no-fault reform went into effect, home caregivers have been tough to find. And the problem, she says, is just getting worse.
People in my situations are getting put into hospitals and assisted living facilities. I don't want to go in a hospital. I don't want to miss birthday parties. I don't want to miss a day like today because the Michigan legislation can't seem to get it together.
The issue is the reform cut home care companies' reimbursement by nearly 50%, making it tough to find people to work for less compensation. The reform has also affected rehabilitation centers, resulting in at least 21 operations to completely close as of last October.
And here we sit, worse, barely hanging on.
Meanwhile, multiple bills have been introduced in both the State House and Senate to fix portions of the no-fault reform. All have stalled in Lansing, now with the legislature on a summer break.
I'd like things back the way they were.
Sandy Poland is another accident survivor, her legs paralyzed, who often is unable to find a caregiver in the evening due to the changes.
It's just a constant daily battle, not knowing if I'm going to have somebody, if I'm not going to have somebody.
In June, oral arguments began in the Michigan Court of Appeals on a key case on changes to the law. It is uncertain what could come from that right now, but Springsteen says while it could be a good thing, real change needs to happen in Lansing.
It's defeating.
Springsteen has spent many days at the Capitol urging lawmakers to fix the reform. She is told the issues accident survivors face were unintended. That's as House Speaker Jason Wentworth said in March, it was time to move on. And the proposals all put savings and refund checks for Michiganders at risk.
Well, if it was unintended, then fix it. Because the longer you take, it seems to be pretty intended.
In March, a Washtenaw County judge ruled in favor of an accident survivor, ordering the insurance company to pay all of his home care bills since the change went into effect. The judge called the fee schedule under no-fault reform unconstitutional. However, Springsteen said the individual legal wins are not enough and will likely be years of appeals and legal battles before they would see any money. Juliet?
Thank you, Elena.